So let me ask you this. You talk about inflation, right?
Yes.
How do you think inflation is going right now in America? Here in America, do you believe these inflation numbers are telling us?
I do.
What?
But I just think
Do you believe it's 7%?
No, hell no.
Because they tell. Now I don't know. Do you have your phone with you?
I do. It can't just be 7%. I'd say the real number is more like about 25.
Can you check? Can you check the what the CPI number or the CPI numbers came out today?
Consumer price
slowed down to 6.5% in December 2022.
Yeah.
So, based on what you bought this year, your basket of goods, whatever those may be, food.
It's mostly food. It's food. It's
has it been up more than 6.5%?
Oh heck yeah. I mean, come on. I mean, look. I don't really watch the mainstream media because I think those people, in my personal opinion, they lie. I mean, I deal with reality. I don't live in some nice castle where I have a bunch of bodyguards with me. I'm just a regular Joe. And you go to Walmart, you go to Albertsons. It doesn't matter where you go. Even if you go out to eat, like even fast food places. Like I love going to this one place. It's called Pride of Philadelphia Steaks, and they got great cheesesteaks there. But even now, before we went without French fries, I got a Philly cheesesteak with tax. It was $14.09. I'm like, my God, that used to be around $10, $11. I'm like, what the heck happened?
Last year?
Yeah, a few years back or so. But everything's gone up and up and up. And because even fast food, the average price of fast food, you're looking at least about $10 to about $13. Where the average price used to be maybe about $7 to $8. But here in Vegas, because with COVID-19, my personal opinion screwed everything up. Basically, they got rid of the buffets. I love Stations Casinos, but Stations Casinos said we're not going to offer the buffets anymore because they feel they did not make money. But that's what drew in the customer. I don't gamble. I mean, sure, I've done a few sports betting, but I'm not one of those type of people who just gamble. I love the food. Hey, I'm Jewish, so you know how us Jews are, we love to eat, and that's not being a stereotype, but I just love to eat, and that's what I love to do. But if Stations Casinos would have kept the buffets, it would have been fine. But the problem today is not that they kept the buffets. They're trying to make money, and also in Vegas too. Vegas is a great destination. I know we're affected by everyone, but even so, what I do not like about this current city right now, the casinos don't offer. The casinos, they do not want to offer the customer value anymore. All they want to just do is just nickel and dime me to death. Last year, so I'm over. It used to be the Imperial Palace, but it's like now. It's still the IP there, but we're the Ferris wheels now. I go to Dunkin' Donuts over there, and for 2 chocolate sprinkled donuts with the milk, they say it's $12. I'm like, what's going on? I go away.
So that's not 6.5%.
No, that's way more than 6.5%.
David, this what I asked John.
Yeah.
I just asked him about inflation, right? How do you feel about the CPI numbers they give us, the Consumer Price Index number? They say inflation is up from December 2021 to December 22. It just came out that it's up 6.5%. How do you feel about that?
I think they're lying. I think it's way more than that.
How has your rent, food, and your basket of goods that you buy on a daily, weekly, and monthly basis, how they've been going up?
I can't give you exact numbers, but
yeah,
I know it's going up.
Has it gone more than 6.5%?
Oh, yes, easily.
More than 7?
Yeah, probably.
More than 9?
Probably more than 9. Probably more than 10.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's my point. That's why I call it the CP lie, man.
CP lie,
Yeah.
Exactly.
So what do you guys feel about that? Why do you guys think that these numbers are...
Well,
they lie to the people.
It's not just that they lie to the people. My personal opinion is because we're printing money. When you print money, it creates more inflation. Stop printing money.
Give me
You keep borrowing money, and you keep borrowing from these countries like China, and stop it already. That's not, because when you do that, what happens? The dollar loses value. It doesn't go up in value, and so everything, of course, goes up. My personal opinion, nothing against the government, but everything the government touches, they just turn to crap.
Exactly.
Yes. How you feel?
Government, not bigger government.
Exactly.
Yep.
Now, you guys, Republicans, Democrats, Libertarians, Independents?
I'm more. I did register as a Republican last year to vote for Joey Gilbert here in the Nevada primary for governor.
Okay.
But I'm more conservative. I lean more right and more conservative and Republican. I mean, I used to be a Democrat the first 30 years of my life, but when I listened
Really?
to Dr. Michael Savage back in 2004, as I was delivering for Papa John's, the more I tried to disagree with Michael Savage, the more I realized I actually agree with what he says. I'm more of a conservative. I'm more on the right in the political spectrum than I am on the left and say I'm liberal too.
How about you, John?
Definitely Republican. The libertarian, I get it. You know, I'm on that side of the fence as well.
Yep.
I mean, I was, like I said, I was never really interested in politics. I knew things were screwed up.
Yep.
Just like the inherent system, and you know, when you look at these career politicians, like you look at somebody like Biden, who's been in there for 40 years and he's done nothing except for put money in his pocket.
Yeah.
And a lot of other politicians, you know, it's like a brotherhood of BS.
Yes.
You know, it's like the good old boys club, you know. And they don't care about the people. They care about their salaries, they care about their retirement, they care about that. They don't care about the people. They're supposed to be voted in, you know, who knows what all the, you know, like especially with what happened with Trump getting screwed, you know.
How did he get screwed? What happened? What do you think?
He was way ahead in numbers, and I have friends that say to me, "No, John, Biden won fair and square," and I'm like, "Dude, you need to wake up. You need to take a reality pill." They're so anti-Trump. I mean, when you see this guy, how many times have you seen pictures of him sniffing kids' hair and getting too close to kids?
Joe Biden, right?
Biden, yeah,
Yes.
exactly. And you know, people can say whatever they want about Trump. And I'm not saying Trump's perfect, because there ain't a damn person walking around breathing that's perfect.
That's right.
We've all made mistakes. We've all done crap, you know. But you know, the economy was better. Opportunities were better when Trump was running things instead of, you know, idiot Biden. And I know he's just a puppet.
Yes.
And the problem is these puppets get voted in, and
So
that's the issue.
that's a good segue. What do you think? And I feel the same way. 2 questions. First question is, I want you to hear this too.
Yeah.
Is who do you guys think run the world and the government? Do you think it's the elected officials, or do you think it's someone above us?
My personal opinion is not the elected officials. I mean, I've done my own research. I know it tends to be more of the global elite families, whether it's like the Rothschilds, whether it's the CCP, whoever pulls the purse strings. That's who actually runs our government. Because let's be honest, we actually live in a constitutional republic. Well, according to the Act of 1871, we are no longer a constitutional republic because we are under the United States corporation. If that's true, then basically these politicians are not allegiant to we, the people. They are allegiant to the corporation, and it's about the shareholders. It's about who controls that. So I don't think the people actually. I don't think our representatives work for us anymore. I just think they actually work for the corporations. Look here in Nevada, for example, what happened last November with the U.S. Senate race between Catherine Cortez Maestro and Adam Laxalt. Okay, she was down by about 68,000 votes, and then they did not have the results in that Tuesday. Oh, we have to just tabulate the votes, and for some reason she got the 68,000 votes, and to just beat them, really? Okay, I'm not one of those conspiracy tinfoil hat guys, but come on, really? You're telling me that there's no voter fraud here in Nevada? So in my personal opinion, we don't, our government officials don't work for us. They work for the global elites, whoever controls that in the world.
So in summary, when we go in to vote, the people that we want in, you don't think that the people have a choice of who we vote in?
No, I don't.
You think that they vote in who they want in?
I believe it's RIGGED.
Yeah. Exactly.
John?
Yeah, because you got to be careful what you say.
Yeah, I know.
YouTube, just like I listen to people on YouTube, you know, YouTubers, and they always say they can't say the word because, you know, they got their, I guess they're out. I don't know.
Algorithms,
they're algorithms and stuff. But yeah, I'm on board with what David says. I know there's nothing but BS. And then you have people like Bill Gates. You don't think Bill Gates is pulling some strings? Multi-billionaire.
Think about how much farmland he just bought.
All the farmland, and then there's videos on there where he says, "Oh, then we take these genetically modified organisms and we inject them into little kids' arms." I'm listening to this guy, and I'd like to break his neck.
Yeah, the thing is, they think we're still stupid now. They don't even hide it anymore.
Yeah. But a lot of people are stupid. They're just And then you got this guy, this clown, evil clown, Klaus Schwab.
Oh my God.
He says, "Prepare to live in a much angrier world," in his German accent, And I just, these
man, I
people
gotta
are
get
just, they're
you
just
guys.
evil.
Yes.
How they should handle things. They want to reduce population. They should start with themselves.
You're saying everything I say, man.
Yeah.
So I believe that we don't have a choice who we vote for.
No.
Next door in Arizona.
No.
What happened with Kerry Lake?
Exactly. And what happened with the what was it, the recount or whatever going on in Arizona?
Yeah.
How come we never heard any more about that?
Yeah, exactly.
You know why? Because they pushed it under the rug, and there was always some new BS coming out, and the people, just like Fauci and all this, there's a new variant. It's the BS variant. It's the stupidity variant.
He needs to be arrested.
Yeah.
By the way.
Yeah. Oh yeah. 100%.
Everything that he did to us
Yep.
and to the citizens here in this country,
Yep.
lying and all this other stuff. Okay, that's my first question. Second question is, as far as Trump is concerned, why do so many Americans hate Trump? What's your philosophy on that? Why do they hate him so much?
I wish I knew. I don't pretend. It's good to be able to figure other people out, like how people think and all that.
Because they all say the same thing.
Yeah.
Why they hate him? He's racist.
Wrong.
He's misogynist.
Yeah.
Wrong.
Exactly. Yeah.
Wrong.
You know.
They all seem to have the same. They all seem to be on the same. Yeah, the same wavelength of their hatred. I don't know why. I mean, when you look at what's going on in the world and what's going on in the United States and foreign policy, all that kind of stuff, people respected Trump. Biden's an idiot.
Do you think Donald Trump, if Donald Trump was in office, you think that country would have raided that other country? You know what countries I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Do you think that would have happened?
No.
Absolutely not.
No.
So why do you think so many people hate your boy Donald Trump?
Simple.
He's my boy
The
too.
reason they hate him because they believe the news, what the news tells them. But what they don't understand
Ding, ding,
is
ding.
who controls the news organizations. You have BlackRock, you have Vanguard. They have purchased CNN. It's about
MSNBC,
It's about their
CNN,
investors. And
NBC,
even
ABC,
nothing
CBS.
against Fox News, but even Fox News is controlled opposition too. And also, when it comes to that, who sponsors them? Oh, Fox, brought to you by Pfizer, brought to you by Moderna. Who gave these pharmaceutical companies permission to dictate what the news is? How dare they do that? No. And that's why today I don't trust corporate-run media, because it's all propaganda. They're not going to tell you what they want you. They're not going to tell you the real news. And as for hating Trump, though, because people, they think he's this irresponsible guy.
Wrong.
I know about some of the deals he did have when it came to paying his workers back in Atlantic City and a few other projects he was working on. I get that. I completely understand. But overall, as a person, Trump did not have to run for office. I've been around Trump supporters. I've been around these people, and nothing to be further for the truth. And as when it came to Charlottesville back in 2017, first of all, he tries to say, well, Trump supported the white supremacists. No, he did. That's nothing but a lie. What he did, he condemned that. And no, he did not condemn them after it was reported what happened with the white supremacists. I mean, come on. The media loves to take people's words out of their mouth. They just love to edit their videos. I mean, and if you do your own research, you realize, no, this is what Trump actually said about Charlottesville. He cares about this country. And no, Trump does not have some token black guy or some token black person running his administration. I believe what Trump says, that yes, when it comes to the best positions, to be about merit, who's the most qualified. It shouldn't be, because this person's a woman, or because of the color of this person's skin. But first of all, if I really want to play the race card, I might as well play the Jewish card. But I'm not going to play the Jewish card too, because after all, but us Jews, we're rich, we have this, and we control the world. Do we control the world? Just like in any groups of people, there's poor Jews, there's rich Jews, there's middle class Jews. But just because we have a few bad apples, such as, unfortunately, idiot guy Sam Bankman-Fried, who's Jewish,
we're gonna talk
because
about
of
him.
that does not make us like we're evil. No, we aren't evil. Most of us Jews are trying to live a prosperous and healthy life We're trying to take care of our families. That's all we care about. And to just have some nice money in the bank, not just money in the bank, but to take a nice vacation too, and just relax.
Cash in the bank.
Yeah, cash in the bank.
Gold and silver are the money.
Yes. That's
The other
what
shit is fiat currency.
That's what we want. So for them hating Trump, well, those people, in my opinion, they don't know the real Trump.
Yes. Okay. Well, I'm glad you. This is another good segue. Sam, I call him Sam Bankrupt Fried because they're going to fry his ass.
For sure.
Yeah. What'd you think about him, John?
Oh,
What's
yeah.
your thoughts?
From Brad Kimes' digital perspectives, and James Rule and other people I listen to, he had a secret meeting with. That's who I heard it from. That he had a secret meeting with Gary Gensler. Mm-hmm. Gary Gensler.
And everybody, do you know who he is? By the way,
he is. He's the head of the SEC. He's like the. I can't remember his full title, but he has to do with. I can't remember exactly what his deal is, but he has to do with like cryptos and like because back in 2000. It's been about 2 years now where Jay Clayton sued Ripple saying it was unregistered security, which it's not, only in the United States. It's, of course, they only have jurisdiction in the United States, and every other country considers it a commodity,
Yes.
And basically money, But, so I've heard that Sam SBF had secret meetings with Gary Gensler.
Yep.
So all these people, they're just involved with, screwing the people.
How do you feel about him when all this first happened? Because you remember Bernie Madoff when he did
Bernie.
it.
Yeah.
And the day he admitted it to it, he got arrested either that day or the next day.
Yeah.
Why did it take them so long to arrest SBF?
Well,
what's your theories on that?
I think he's so entrenched in the corruptness, and he's got friends. They got friends in high places that protect them. It's all about this one protecting that one, and that one protecting this one. It's all about that because it's just a bunch of power brokers at the top who do deals with each other and hide things and whatever. They got their hands in each other's pockets, and one gets exposed, the other one's going to open up their mouth. It's like if one narc gets exposed, gets pulled out, they're going to start spilling the beans on the rest of them.
Like what happened to the guy that with the island?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
You know who I'm talking about.
Yeah. What's
him.
his name?
Yeah, this guy on the screen.
Yeah.
I'm going to put him on the screen. Yeah.
The pedo there.
Yes.
Yeah. I mean,
Bill Gates. There was a whole list of people.
Yeah. They're so corrupt.
Yes.
They're so corrupt, it's not even.
And the thing is, there's a whole list of them that they showed the list of people that went to that island.
Yeah.
Why are they not being questioned, ladies and gentlemen?
Yeah.
You guys know why. So what, do you know anything about SBF?
Yeah, from what I read, I know the guy was brilliant. I know the guy had a degree in mathematics with a minor in physics, which is great. His parents are current college professors at Stanford University.
Mm-hmm. Wasn't one of them a lawyer too or something?
I think so. And also, I know with Sam...
Well, isn't that special?
Bankman-Fried, he did give money to Biden's campaign. He gave money to SEC chairman Gary Gensler,
exactly.
and unfortunately, Gary Gensler, he's another Jew
Goldman Gary,
who gave money to the Clinton campaign too.
Yes,
but it's about because the whole court system is corrupt, and yes, I do believe when I've read on some of the Telegram channels that in fact the military is the only way to actually get justice back in this country, because the courts are not going to do anything, especially if today's courts, if they are under with the lawyers, if they are bar attorneys, that means they're under the British accredited registry. It means they're still under the British crown. We are not under American law, common law, or constitutional law. So until that system's changed, nothing is going to change.
I read the Constitution every single morning, and I look at it and I go, we're not going by this. Yeah. So my question to you guys, another question, is you see, like you said, our country's divided.
Yeah, for sure.
We, in our lifetime, we're all around the same age.
Exactly.
Right?
Yeah.
We have never seen this country divided like it is
Never.
now, correct?
It's all a plan.
It's a plan, right? Yeah. So my question is, and I honestly, sometimes I don't want to blame the liberals and the Democrats, but my question to you is, how in today's world, because I grew up a Democrat too, I'm a constitutionalist, right? I'm a Navy vet.
For sure.
I'm part libertarian, very conservative fiscally, meaning I don't want our money to be printed to oblivion.
Sure. Yeah.
I'm liberal socially, meaning whatever you do, as long as it's not against the law, doesn't break the Constitution,
It's not affecting somebody else.
and don't piss on my lawn, I won't piss on yours.
Exactly.
That's how I am. So I'm socially liberal. That question to you guys is, how in the world can anybody be a Democrat in today's world today? How?
I can answer that question. That's easy. For me personally, growing up in New York,
You did? I grew up in New York too. What part?
Brooklyn. I grew up in Coney Island. I'm a Mets fan.
I'm from Rochester.
Cool. Upstate. Cool.
Upstate,
Nice.
yeah.
Let's go Mets, baby.
Yes, sir. So we grew up Democrats because of freaking New York.
Because it wasn't just that, but my parents were Democrats too. And I'll never forget, back in 2012, my father said to me, he says, David, just remember who took care of you. Who took care of you? You better vote for Obama.
Yeah.
And I did not like Romney himself because I think Romney was more of those wishy-washy type of people.
I call him shit Romney.
He
by the
was
way,
not
but we'll
really
get
a
into
true
him in a minute.
conservative, in my opinion. But the reason I was Democrat all my life because my parents were Democrats, so it's tradition. But then
I like the Kennedy Democrats.
Yeah, the
I don't mind that.
JFK
The
was
JFK
fine.
Democrat.
100%.
And so, my fellow Americans, ask not what your country can do for you. Ask what you can do for your country.
But that's gone. So again, how in the world today, the way the liberals are today, the crazy wokeness.
I get it. I don't like the two-party system. I think our country's corrupt, and quite frankly, I don't want to vote for Biden. It feels like voting for a Republican. But I'm gonna do it. You want to know why?
Why?
Because the alternative is a fascist. A fascist is a fascist. Maybe we can have the conversation about dismantling the two-party system when a fascist isn't running. Maybe we can do that later, kiddo. Champ. Chief. Maybe we can talk about it later.
I have not felt this amount of sinking despair since November of 2016.
Donald J. Trump is now President of the United States.
What a great honor to be able to introduce for the first.
It's not the same part like it was.
Right. So
even-
why though? What, you know people personally. I know them
Yeah.
personally. Why do you think that they can even support this stuff right now?
Because they are blind. They don't want to admit that they are wrong. They cannot go out and just actually educate themselves. They cannot, okay, like in terms of religion, they are still politically blinded. They have not awakened to. They have not been personally affected by anything. And even now today with Biden, all these gas prices of this, he's just a senile old man. He wasn't responsible for that, and it was all Trump's fault. But they don't see it where it's about taking care of yourself. If you don't take care of yourself, nothing's going to happen. So the government doesn't care about us. But the reason why people are just liberal because it's about social policies. It's about helping families. And I get that it's about helping our fellow humans. But even so, you look at the liberals, you look at the conservatives. The conservatives know it's not just businesses, but they know if people cannot help themselves, how can they help each other too? And as for money, we gotta take care of all people first. I don't give a shit about this you thing with the Z guy, whatever he is. That guy's just a product of the WEF. So we should not be sending money to the U as well.
Okay.